Well, ladies and gentlemen, boy, did I break the rules. And my good friend and brother, and frankly, brother in Christ, Mr. Ivan Harris Sr., if he hears this, woo, man, am I going to be in trouble. I'm probably going to be in so much trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Now, he ain't going to yell at me. I'm just kidding. But I'll tell you what, ooh, brother, sister, mother, that's all I can say. Yeah, I said it. Brother, sister, mother. I can't just say, oh, brother, because this is like level 4 out of 10, or maybe even higher. I don't know. Well, I got to tell you a little old something. Back when I was a little old child, in the late 1960s, I'm talking late 1960s and early 1970s, there used to be this old pizza place in the corner. And they used to have the pepperoni pizza with the pepperoni that kind of curls up real cool. And man, it tastes so good. Well, Ivan, you didn't hear this. I repeat, you did not hear this. So Saturday, I'm like, I've been working all day. I think I want to do something really bad. So I tell Annette, I said, Annette, get ready. We're going somewhere. She's like, where are we going? I said, don't worry about it. She said, you always do that. You never tell me where we're going. I said, I know. I wait till I get there. I leave you in suspense. At any rate, we was driving there, right? So I go over to Center Avenue Slice, located in Westview Park, right outside the city of Pittsburgh. And I'm like, I like that back in the day pizza. Now it's bad for me. I ain't supposed to be eating it. But I did a double bad thing. I had the good old style pepperoni pizza with the old school kind of pepperoni that tastes good. It's bad for you. Oh, it's bad for you. I believe that. It is bad. But it tastes so good. This has got to be one of the best pizza places I have ever eaten. Anywhere. And the name of it is called Center Avenue Slice. If you ever get to Pittsburgh and you happen to be in the West Mifflin area, you have to find Center Avenue Slice. The staff is fantastic. Every single one of them are great. I don't want to mention names for security reasons. And the owner, his first name is Brent. I'm going to tell you, this is old school. This is old school style pizza. Yeah, it's the greasy stuff, but ooh, it is homemade. And it's like, hello, how you doing? How you doing over there? So I got it. And what I did was I said, I'm going to get one side of the pizza. I got one large pizza. And on one side, they let you do this and you only get charged for one topping. So one side had the pepperoni, which was bad. I'm a wee bit different, ladies and gentlemen. The other side was even worse. How you doing? Guess what I did, Ivan? Guess what I did? I had anchovies on the other side. So on the left was the pepperoni, on the right was the anchovies. And both pizzas said, how you doing, Mr. Albert? And I ate them up. How you doing? Now, I don't normally eat it. And I will tell you one thing, though. It's all good because I still take my supplements. Oh, you better believe that. I have me some good supplements. I drank me up some super reds. I drank me up some super greens. That's another story. You'll have to tune in for other things for that. Took me my factor 4. How you doing over there? How you doing? How you doing? Took a few more things. Oh, yeah. But I tell you what, Ivan, and the world, and Anthony Edwards over there in California, or Jen, over there in the South, or Sybil, or Miss Hope, or Rich over there, and even Miss Little, not Little, but Miss Pinky. Everybody out there at Live Good, how you doing, man? Y'all are champions. And you're heroes and heroines. That's the female version. They call it female hero, which is, I don't like the word, but that's what they call it. See, we're in a company that's helping to change lives through nutrition. And I'm not going to do an ad, so don't worry about that. How you doing, whoever came in? God bless you. I'm glad you're here. But I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be deadly serious. I shouldn't have eaten that pizza with the anchovies and the pepperoni, but woo, did it taste great. I mean, it was like, oh, I feel good taste. But it's all right, because I had backup. I had my supplements. Now, I ain't saying it's a good thing. Because for those of you who don't know, pork has actual parasites in it. I know a lot of people going to roll their eyes. Yeah, I wasn't exactly thrilled when I found out either. So, but it does. But at any rate, look, every now and then, a person breaks the rules. I couldn't pass up Center Avenue sliced pizza with the pepperoni. It is that good. I kid you not. If you ever get to Pittsburgh, PA, for any reason, and Center Avenue Slice is still in business, and you like pizza, I don't care if you like vegetarian pizza or what have you. I don't know if they have an outright vegetarian choice, but I mean, if you ordered a piece of, let's say you ordered some pizza with nothing but vegetables. By the way, I've done that in the past too, way back in the day, but I have done it. But what I want to say to you is this. With regards to, I made the statement that, everybody in Live Good that's taking it seriously, and our team members on the Freedom Team, I said they're heroes and heroines, a different type. But why I say that is because I know what these supplements are actually doing. We're not making any medical. I will not make a medical claim. Nope, not going to happen. Because we don't treat, diagnose, or cure, or prescribe. But the nutrition in there, I think because of the nutrition, people are feeling good. I'm not going to get into it. But if you can help somebody potentially feel better, you may become their new hero. And I'm not going to apologize for knowing the truth and telling the truth. See, that's not me. If people don't like what I have to say, I love them, but I'm not that guy that's going to placate to that person. I don't placate to myself. No, I do not. And do I know that it was wrong to eat that pizza? Yeah, I do, but I enjoyed it. Now, will there be ramifications? Yes. But every now and then we do things that is just pure enjoyment. I guess you could say in a way it was a celebration. Because I have been working on getting some of the things in my house done that need to be done. And I've been having some challenges doing that because of just being, it's hot out and what have you, and just other reasons. So I decided to do it on Friday. And I got so much done that when Annette came down, the live-in girlfriend, life partner, really, and she came down, so she's like, I thought you were sleeping. I was like, no, I don't look like I'm sleeping. I had this gigantic 30-gallon trash bag filled to the top, and it had another one filled to the top. And she's like, I thought you were sleeping. I was like, nope, not sleeping. And so on Saturday, I got up rather early, to say the least. I'm like, I'm going out. She's like, where are we going? She said, I would like to sleep. I said, well, go ahead, sleep. I'm going myself then. So she went. She had gone with me, and Sure enough, that's what I eat. I have me some pepperoni pizza and some anchovies, 2 separate slices, one with anchovies, one with pepperoni, and all wasn't good for me to eat, but I enjoyed it. Loved it, actually. But I do want to shout out to Brent over there at Center Avenue Slice and everybody, the young men and women over there doing a good job. And that includes the people who are the drivers, because it is not an easy job, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever deliver food, a lot of times you don't even get a tip. You could be the best person, be on time, treat people like gold and platinum and silver and all that, and be nice as you can be, and people still don't give you a tip. Now, there's a lot of reasons why people claim that that's the economy and all that. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Keep this in mind. If you ever order anything, give your driver a tip. It's not easy on them, you know. There's wear and tear on your vehicle. There's the cost of gasoline or petrol or petro, depending on where you are on the planet. It's not easy. And then you also have, let's just say, people that you feel like saying, bless your heart to. So if you're going to order food, think about how would you feel if you do all that work and people don't even give you a thank you a lot of times. You're taking time out of your life. I know that it is a way you're working to get extra money. I get that. But that doesn't mean that's a free pass for people to be ignorant, does it? I say it doesn't. So give your drivers, at least give them something. I like to give them at least enough money to get at least 1 gallon of gasoline. I think that's a good rule of thumb. At least 1 actual gallon of gasoline. So in my state, gasoline, at least for now, is under $5 a gallon. At least for now. It's close to it, but it's under it. So I usually give them at least $5 when I have it. If I don't have quite that much, I make sure I give them at least $4. That way, hopefully, God willing, they'll have enough to get at least 1 gallon of gas. I can tell you, being a former pizza driver back in the 1980s, there are times when you come back back then, I don't know how bad it is now, if it's bad, but you could go almost the whole night and only have $15, $20, and that's bad. That's real bad. But on the other hand, if you're a driver who gets there late, if you're rude and you're nasty, and you don't do the job right, then quite frankly, you don't deserve the tip. It is a two-way street. We don't have one-way streets around here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't give a pass to anybody. When I do wrong, I say I'm wrong. When you do wrong, you better believe I'm going to point it out. When you do right, I'm going to point it out. Now, I can't see the person who's in here for whatever reason. It's not showing up. But that person was so nice, they gave me a like. I thank you for that like. That means something to me. So thanks for the like. See, I appreciate people. I appreciate life. I appreciate every breath. Literally. And before I go, let me leave you with something to think about. Our dog likes to go to a cemetery to liquidate, the liquid kind of the bathroom. Every time I go to that cemetery, I'm studying the dates and the years that people die. And there are some people in our local cemeteries. We even have 2 Revolutionary War generals buried in a cemetery called Homewood Cemetery. They have been dead since the 1700s. So you better believe every breath that I take, I appreciate it. But I want to share a little something, a little bit of different mindset. Every one of you deserve abundance. Those who get on your last nerve, those who, let's just say, you need to be saying, bless your heart, or you might say something you shouldn't say. Everybody deserves abundance. Everybody. And a lot of people want to know, why am I, quote unquote, pushing people going into a business or my business. And I'm going to be as blunt as I can because quite frankly, I can't be anything other than who I am. I'm doing it because of a 5-year-old child that I met in the 1980s. I was in a food training, chef training program. And we had to go to what they call, in the United States, they often call a soup kitchen. It's usually people with little to no income. They may be unhoused or homeless. So I'm there, never been there before, had no idea. I was a volunteer, had no idea. But apparently there was a rule. If people asked for an extra piece of bread or they asked for bread, they were allowed to get one extra piece. So this child, 5 or 6 years old, comes up, asks, could he have another piece of bread? I'm thinking, yeah, go ahead. So I gave him like 5 pieces of bread. And this child acted like I gave him a 5-course meal. And that has stayed with me. And I am 60 plus years old. That happened when I was about 17. So when people ask, why are you in this business? Why you think we should go into business? Don't you know it's hard? And all these other excuses. I'm like, or all these reasons. I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of that can be true, but it could also be true that once you learn it and you believe it, with God's help, you're going to succeed on a level that you just can't even imagine yet. So I have an agenda. Make no mistake about it. But you're not going to like my agenda because it forces your mindset in a way. It kind of forces you to think differently about yourself and me. I have a dream, just like the late Martin Luther King. I also have a dream. My dream is that no one on the face of the earth, the planet Earth, no one ever goes hungry. No one ever goes homeless. No one ever goes without anything they need. No one ever goes without medical care. And I have a dream that a single parent or a family of the traditional style, mother, dad, and what have you, walk into any place they ever want to go. Buy everything they want. Buy everything they need. And instead of going home and being like, how are we going to pay for the rest of our stuff? They open up their internet-based business, whatever it is. They look at their progress and they find out they actually earned money while they were at the store. But not just that, they earned more money than they spent. That's my dream. Ask me to apologize for it. You have a better chance of winning the Powerball 1 trillion times in a row all by yourself. 1 trillion times in a row. For those of you who are National Football League fans, I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. But they don't pay my bills when they win. They don't make me wealthy. Love them, but they're just passing time, if you will. So here's my dream for you. Get an internet-based business. Doesn't matter. I don't care if you're selling toothpicks, frankly, but make sure it's internet-based. Because if it is, you can theoretically do your business anywhere and everywhere. And what happened to me, and it's happening to thousands of people around the world now, because of Live Good, I'm not going to hide it. Because of Live Good, there are people around this globe, in Africa and other countries, in the United States, Brazil, and you name it, the Philippines, earning money they never expected to earn. Ask me if I'm going to apologize for that. The answer is no. I know more about Live Good than most people think I do. I can't tell you everything. But my dream is, I don't care how you do it. I want to see you go into a store, buy everything you need, go home and find out you have more than even what you spent. And let's say you spent $1,000 or more at that store. You go home and you've earned, let's just say 1,100, 1,400. That's my dream. I'm not going to apologize for it because I love you. When I say it, I know it may sound different because I don't physically know you. But in the larger sense, I love you. And trust me when I tell you, I don't say this because it sounds good. I say it because I eat, drink, breathe it. So, yeah, I'm long-winded. Yeah, I can get emotional. I've accidentally cried on camera. I felt embarrassed, but it happened. One time I was talking about that child, and I had to stop my Facebook Live because I almost broke completely down on camera. I did. It was pretty bad. That child is with me 24 hours a day. Think about that. I appreciate and thank God for that child having those 5 pieces of bread. But it was bread. Nothing more. It wasn't a steak. It wasn't lobster. It was basically white bread. 5 pieces of white bread. The least nutritional bread, as far as I know, around. But that child treated it like I gave him a meal. So what does that tell us? I'll tell you what it tells me. That child was going hungry. Maybe even close to starving. Who knows? So yeah, you better believe I'm trying to get people in my business and other businesses. I don't care if it's mine or something else. I really don't. What I care about is you. And frankly, it is a liability caring about people. I love you. But it's a liability because I get down sometimes because of it. Because it's like, how can we have senior citizens working in a big box store, not because they want to, because they don't have enough money, so they have to. And I love senior citizens, but I don't think it's fair, especially, it's not right to do that to people who put their life on the line. Hi, Rich. Thanks for coming in. When I hear veterans that was willing to die for whatever country they're in or from, put that uniform on, and they can't even afford to live without being essentially a slave at a slave in a big box store, or a slave at a fast food restaurant. Or what about our children? America's children, the world's children, the 16-year-olds working like crazy at these fast food restaurants or wherever they are. People have this mindset that there are no really dedicated young men and women. If you think that, you're drinking something, but it's not, it happens to have alcohol. If you believe that, and I love you, I'm not trying to be nasty, but I tell it like it is. And I don't back down. And just like the late Tom Petty, with Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. Even if I went through the gates of hell, I'm not backing down. I can't. My life matters, but so does Richard's life matter. And ask me what his life means to me. I barely know the gentleman. But let me tell you something. If he was in person and I was there and somebody tried to attack them, my viper side would come out. And Lord knows I'm not strong in that way. I'm not a Superman. But you better believe I would do everything I could to protect the man. Even if he was the strongest man on earth, I still wouldn't. I could not help it. Well, I want to protect people's lives in a different way. So you want to call the cops? Somebody call 911. If it's a crime to care, call the police. If it's a crime to want to see people healthier, call the cops right now. Because I'm not backing down. Oh, no, sir, no, ma'am. If anything, I'm going full force, legally, ethically, morally, peacefully, spiritually, and need be financially. It's time we care. I don't care if it's your next door neighbor you care about or somebody in another country that you'll never meet. Love matters. Humanity actually matters. The animals in our lives matter. That little kitten, that little dog, that whatever you have. So I love people. And as far as I'm concerned, Rich is just an extended member of my family. So, sorry, Rich, but you got a guy living in Pittsburgh with a comb over and a big mouth. How you doing over there, Rich? Welcome to the family, Rich. How you doing? By the way, Rich, I am of Sicilian descent, and I have played mobsters in the movies. No joke, no joke. Before I did network marketing and before I did the TV series, I even played a zombie in the movies. No joke. Matter of fact, I played a mafia guy called Antonio. Oh, geez, I forget. It's been like 20, 30 years. But the first name was Antonio. And I was a mafia boss in that movie. Oh, man. Yeah, it was kind of funny. I didn't get paid. If I got paid, I wouldn't be living in Pittsburgh because I love the heat. I love me some heat. Don't like the humidity, but oh, do I like the heat. Summer is my time. But yeah, Rich, you're a special man. I appreciate you. But yeah, I'm blunt. I am blunt. I don't placate even to myself. So let me give you a nice little friendly piece of information for everybody on earth that ever hears this, ever sees this. If I tell you something is good, it's good. If I tell you something is bad, it's bad. All the glory goes to God. The only thing is I'm willing to be brave enough to say it. That's it. People gave me credit for things that wasn't really me. It's God. No, I'm not saying God tells me to do it. I don't think God talks to me at any of that kind of stuff. What I mean by that is it's because of my love for people and animals and frankly, life. I even care about the insects. Yeah, I don't want them around me now. No, don't want them. No offense to the insects, but nah, I'm good. But I care. So if it's a crime, somebody call the police. I'm not joking. Because I'm going to keep being who I am with God's mighty help and with Jesus and the Holy Spirit. And I love the atheists too. Don't get me wrong. I don't discriminate. And I don't humiliate. But don't ask me a question that you don't want an answer to. Because that would not be advisable. One time a woman asked me if she looked fat in those jeans. I said, please don't ask me that question. She said, I really want to know. I said, yeah, you look fat because you're fat. And she got a little bit mad. I said, don't get mad. You're fat. And what's wrong with being fat or skinny? I said, if you were skinny, I'd tell you you were skinny. I said, of course you look fat in those jeans. You're fat. If somebody's skinny, of course you look skinny in those jeans. You look skinny in everything you wear. And it's all good. And then she got happy. She said, you know what? That's kind of funny, but and kind of upsetting, but funny. I said, why are you upset? I said, are you happy? She's like, yeah. I said, well, then there you go. But if somebody don't like the way they look, they can work on it. Love thyself, okay? And I don't care if you're fat, then I don't care who you are. I care about you. Okay? And I love people. And Rich, I tell you something, man. As soon as I do get to where I want to be, we might have to meet in person. Just possibly. It's up to you. It's up to you. But I don't remember what state or country you're in, but I tell you one thing, if you live in a place where it's cold in the winter, we might have to wait until the summertime because I like the heat. I don't like freeze. I don't like the freeze. No. Nope. No way, Jose. Or no offense to a man named Jose. I didn't say that to offend you, but there's no way in the world. I don't like the cold. No how. No sir, no man. But at any rate, I'm going to get going. But as a side note, sidebar, that pizza tastes really great. But I'll tell you one thing, with the Live Good products, when you don't eat the healthy way, let's just say that you might be reminded, and that's a good thing. Because if there's anything in your body that shouldn't be in your body, telling you, just be careful what you eat. You might want to start eating better, because I know one thing, when I eat better, I'm all good. How you doing? But in the meantime, love you all. Rich, you're a good man. You're a champion. And guess what, Rich? Very soon, you're going to be a hero. Because every time somebody does better, as a direct result of you sharing what you're sharing, if the nutrition helps them, and if by some wonderful way they start earning additional money, guess who they're going to be looking at? You. That's right. So God bless you. Y'all take care of yourself. Remember, worldwide now, my texting number is 412-559-2731. My YouTube channel, if you ever want to go there, you have to look up Albert Torcaso, Torcaso, just like it's here on YouTube. I use my first name and my last because I believe in being transparent, honest, and above all, having integrity, something that a whole lot of people on the planet Earth might want to upgrade their mindset and start having. Love you all. Have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good late night, and early morning. Oh, Illinois? All right, that's a summertime job. A summertime visit. All right, Richard, get some sleep. All right, God bless you all.